Hey everybody, welcome to this edition of Telemazing. Today we're going to be talking about the top 5 shows if you're getting canceled. I got Alex the Trolio, I got Melissa Slaughter here with me, and we're going to be talking about shows that, you know, everybody likes certain shows, we get it, but these shows will probably get canceled more than likely due to the ratings or due to them just being dreadful, horrible things. And so, what we're going to do is I have not heard these shows. And so I'm going to have both of these guys propose to me what should be in the top 5 list. And then we'll together decide what should make the final cut.
Okay, so the first show that I'm going to put on the list is Notorious, which I actually really like the show. And I love the lead characters. I think it's really fun, but it's not doing really well in the ratings for ABC. And it's not a TV show that's owned by ABC. So if they're going to knock one out, this is their lowest rated at the moment of their fall debut shows. So
it must be really bad considering that you have such a huge show before Grey's Anatomy, which gets like a 2-point blah.
Still, somehow, okay.
And then, like, you go
Crazy.
into this and it gets like a 0.9. Like, that's not
and that's
good.
another thing, too. It's a big drop-off.
I'm all for it being on the list. That it should be.
I stand by that. The first show is Timeless.
Oh, that was
Because Timeless is everything that you and I were afraid of when we talked about it in the previews. We talked about how it was going to be this procedural. In every episode, they were going to go to a different time and they were going to like do a thing and wrap it up and then leave and go to another time. And I was just like, this is not what I want.
Every show that's premiered out of The Voice on Mondays has always gotten a second season.
We talked about that.
There's no way it won't come
However, the ratings dropped just like out of Grey's Anatomy for Notorious. The ratings, unfortunately for Timeless, which I also like that show, dropped significantly after The Voice.
But I mean, it is still overperforming a lot of the other shows on NBC, for one. And then two, a lot of it is more of, it may not be live ratings, but they are still performing well on a C3 basis. And so
I didn't even look that up.
And so that's why you have me on the show. I would vote for that. I don't think it's gonna make that top 5 list, but we can put it in the
maybe
in the standing room or the waiting room, the wait list, the college wait list, as you call it.
Gosh.
But I don't think I honestly don't think it's gonna get canceled.
The Blacklist, because I have I put it on my list, but then I put a big question mark next to it because it's in season 4, and season 5 isn't that big syndication? Season 5,
yeah, and it's also coming up with a spin-off next year. So
really,
yeah,
I didn't know about the spin-off.
The Blacklist
because the
Redemption,
ratings have dropped significantly.
While it's still doing poorly, in relative to everything else, to what it used to be, it absolutely is a shell of itself. But with that syndication and the fact that there's going to be a spin-off next year, or maybe in the spring. I'm not 100% sure when.
But there's a spin-off coming.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
I would put that I would put that on the wait list. I would even put that behind.
Behind Timeless.
Well, just for the syndication itself, I was like, probably not, because if they're so close to it, why would they?
My second one is actually Once Upon a Time. It's not doing really great, and that's one of those shows. I have a couple on here that I'm just like, this is still on? Why is this even still on? And I watched like hard the first couple seasons. I really liked it. But they're working so hard now. It's feeling so contrived whenever I check in on it.
When you're ABC and you look at the Sunday landscape, you're competing pretty much with football on NBC.
Yeah.
So that's one. So you already know
you're losing millions of people.
Even compared to the other 3 networks, Fox is going to have those animated series, which is already hard to beat. CBS has Madam Secretary, used to have The Good Wife. I don't know what they put there now. NCIS Los Angeles. But then ABC, your top performing Sunday night performance is Once Upon a Time, because Secret and Lies is doing nothing for you.
Oh, then you have Quantico.
And Quantico, you can't put at 8 o'clock because of the type of content it has. So you have to put that at 10. And that's not performing as well either. It's also because of its longevity. I just don't believe that ABC, considering these are Disney characters,
I know.
I 100% doubt that they're just going to end it and just go like, okay, you get canceled. I'm sure they're going to have it wrap it up, and they probably will give them fair warning for that. So I feel like the next season will probably be its last.
I still want it to be canceled.
So it's going in the wait list with Timeless and the Blacklist.
Yes, but it's in the top of that list.
So third show, I'm going to put No Tomorrow from the CW on there.
You liked that a lot?
Only because because for a couple reasons. I haven't checked it out. And I base this solely on, I went to look at ratings because I know that I like a lot of different
You
TV
made my
shows.
move. My move is just ratings.
Let me just go by ratings. And it's, I mean, I know the CW doesn't perform super highly, but it's 0.35 rating. Like, it's real bad.
I'm with you on this one. I think that it should be on the list because the ratings were so low. But I would give the
my
caveat
reason.
that because it's also CW and they literally canceled nothing last year. So I feel like they need to cancel something. It would be really odd to not cancel any show for 2 straight years. But I'm willing to put No Tomorrow on the list.
So my next show, Man with a Plan.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Man with a Plan is terrible.
Get it off the air.
I don't know how that show got traction in the first place.
Like, I was able to watch a lot of the pilots before, like 2-3 weeks before they
remember yeah.
And so we, Rachel and I saw Man with a Plan, and I could not have been more offended by a family-friendly show ever for that show. So anyway, I will agree with you, only because also what helps you is that CBS does tend to cancel shows that traditionally would not be. Limitless was a very good performer for them last year, and they canceled that. So even if it performs well, I can see CBS canceling it. So I would even put that on the list.
Elementary. I'm going to nominate. I've never watched the show. I feel like I would really like it because kind of a jam on the procedural, and I love the whole British accent. But it's a 0.75, which is really low for CBS.
Really bad.
Like,
How long has that show been on?
oh,
Too
it feels
many
like a while.
seasons.
Really?
I mean, it's past syndication, right? It's past.
Well past. Been
Okay.
well past.
Oh.
Yeah, it's now the person of interest at this point. Where
Which is another one, yeah.
There was a bunch
it's
that
done.
like
That one is, Criminal Minds is the only thing. I'm like, oh yeah, that
Oh,
one's
but that
still
still
on
rates.
too.
That still rates.
That still
So,
rates well,
there
but
you
it's
go.
been on
that was
forever.
one of mine. I was like, that's still on? Wow.
I forget that that's still on too.
So no, like it. I think we're getting close to that becoming an end too. I would put that on the list as well.
Speaking of shows that have been on a while that probably should wrap up, I have Two Broke Girls. I know that it's like doing okay.
It's not.
Why
It's
is
not
that?
doing
That's
that
It performs too well.
why. That's a show that I picked up and I was.
We're not here to ask why.
But it's middle ground for CBS, right? As far as ratings, like, it's not the highest performing, but it's doing pretty well, right?
It does better than Mike and Molly. That's enough for you to know.
That show's also still
Yeah,
on?
no,
Mike
Mike and Molly's
was
gone.
canceled.
Okay.
Mike and Molly's gone, yeah.
But like it performs better than Mike and Molly. It performs better than Mom.
Oh, the final show for me, MacGyver.
That is not going to get canceled. When I was looking at the rating numbers, and I wish I had written it down, but I was like, oh, MacGyver's doing like way better than I thought
Maybe
it
my
was
list
on
is just-
Friday night. Like,
Yeah.
what?
Why is MacGyver doing well though? It looks terrible. Also,
Old people watch CBS.
but reboots are so not.
Hawaii Five-0 reboot. Still on CBS.
I know.
MacGyver reboot. On CBS. Star Trek that's coming up, a reboot.
Oh,
on
forgot
CBS.
about
I
that.
will
Yeah.
probably be watching some of that.
See, that's my whole point. They're reboot central. Like, why are you surprised by this?
I'm just sad. I'm just sad about it, Joe.
Are there any other shows that we didn't think of that we should bring
that's
in?
3-0. I don't know how they can keep Brooklyn Nine-Nine or New Girl next year.
I was thinking about Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I don't know how you can keep justifying it. It is getting below ones. They let Mindy Project go, and now they're getting ratings well below Mindy Project. So if any of them are gonna have to end, it's gonna be New Girl, because Brooklyn Nine-Nine is at least 1 year behind it. Or find New Girl coming.
All right,
on the list. Okay,
yes,
New Girl, and then I can put No Tomorrow on the list.
Okay.
So No Tomorrow, New Girl, Notorious, Man with a Plan,
And Elementary.
and Elementary. Number one we said was
Man with a Plan.
Man with a Plan.
I think the next one should be Notorious, just because it's so low rated. It's probably one of the lowest ones on ABC. And they'll probably write it out till the spring.
What has a lower rating, Elementary or New
Elementary.
Girl?
Elementary,
think.
they're gonna let that one roll out.
But
They're gonna give it a proper finale.
But
Right.
they are, but they're probably going to announce a cancellation. Like, if we're talking about in the order of they're going to be canceled, they'll probably announce that, I would think,
So,
right after the winter hiatus.
Fair. Then Elementary probably.
And then probably New Girl.
If that's
Elementary, New Girl, then.
And
Then No Tomorrow.
All right, I can deal with that.
because they'll probably, like you said, they'll wait until the upfronts.
Yeah.
More than likely, CW likes to wait until then to announce new shows and talk about cancellations of shows. You're right. It's very rare they do it in the middle of a season.
And so, our top 5 list, if you're gonna get canceled, is number 5, No Tomorrow. Number 4, New Girl. Number 3, Elementary. Number 2, Notorious. Number 1, Man with a Plan. What? Can we not? Let's be respectful. Look, I mean,
Man with a
Na,
Plan.
na, na, na,
Man
na.
with a Plan.
Na, na,
we're
na,
gonna get
na.
Pepper Pig royalties off that song. Don't sing it.
Man with.
We don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore.
And that's it for the top 5 shows if you're gonna get canceled. If you agree with any of the shows that we think are gonna get canceled, or if you wholeheartedly disagree that New Girl's gonna get canceled. Are you kidding me? New Girl? Out of all the shows? Really? Not Elementary? What? Comment below. Tell us give us all your feelings. Give us all the feels that you feel. Along with that, if you are new to Telemazing, make sure that you check us out every Tuesday and every Thursday. We have new videos here. Especially this Thursday, we have a pretty good review, which is pretty much our 3-episode review of shows. It's awesome. It's gonna be epic. Along with that, if you also are into podcasts, we have a Monday podcast that you can check out. I know we have so much. We have so much that we do. So subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the podcast, subscribe to your mom because she is waiting for you to call her. What are you doing, man? Call your mom. Seriously. So for Melissa Slaughter, for Alex Trolio, I'm Joseph Mwamba. Thank you for watching. Now go watch some TV and call your mom.
For goodness sake.
Geez, she loves you.
That might be my favorite ending. Call your mom. What are you doing?